Kelly George here on my multiple sclerosis journey of Lemtrada. Day 2 is done, yay! So happy! We're getting through this week so much quicker than I thought, and I'm really absolutely fine, and I'm not just saying that. I feel normal and fine in myself. I have tired moments where I just have a nap, and it's easy to do that in Southampton Hospital as an outpatient because I've got all my devices. So I've got headphones that I'll just put over my ears so that I block out any general chatter which isn't very loud within the ward that I'm in, and any radio noise, and I can put the headphones on and it kind of blocks my ears out and I have a nice cat nap. I would say I'm sleeping more than when I'm at home with my baby, who I'm in the back with, so he doesn't shout while I do this video, and my 3-year-old. I'm getting so much more, and I run a business, so I'm getting a lot more rest. Being an outpatient for 5 days at Southampton Hospital is lovely. The nurses have been fantastic. So Lemtrada day 2, I went in at 8:30 this morning, so 30 minutes later start than yesterday morning, which was the first day. I still had the cannula in the arm, which they link up to the steroids and the Lem for both infusions, and they still do the regular flushing as well in between. I was given my normal dosage of paracetamol this morning in case I get flu-like symptoms with the Lem. Then I was given my 1 tablet to reduce any cold sore breakout. It's like a viral tablet, and I have to take that twice a day. So I've got one to take home with me now that I'll take just before I go to bed. Then I had the steroids put in. They dripped through for an hour. Then I had a flush, and then here's a little gremlin and it sounds like a dinosaur. And then after that I had the 4-hour slow drip of Lemtrada, followed by the flush through of that. The flush is a bit slower than the first flush because there's still, even though the bag of Lemtrada has drained, there's still some left in the tube and piping, so they then have to drip through the flush a bit, as slow as the Lem was, because there's still Lem in there, just not in the bag itself. And then they speed it up once all the Lem's completely gone through, and it's just basically saline, which I think is the equivalent of salt water. I get a slight metallic-y taste in my mouth. But no, I felt sleepy on both mornings during actually steroids being put in, weirdly enough, because they say that you'll be wide awake on steroids, and that's when I've cat-napped on both occasions when the steroids have been going in the morning, so that's quite amazing. And then I had a little moment where I felt a bit sleepy this afternoon, but it was fine, I could. I'm in the right place for it. I've got nothing else to do. I'm also joined a page on Facebook called Lemtrada. It's the UK one for the whole of the UK, and I find it really, really helpful. There's positives on there, there's negatives on there, there's people asking questions about the 90-day diet for Lemtrada, people that started Lemtrada over a year ago that weren't told about a diet then, but now they're being advised to do a diet through further research. So it might be something that you want to just search if you're a social network, and I guess if you're watching YouTube then you are quite hot on social media, then type in Lemtrada into the top search bar on Facebook and see what pages come out. You do have to be accepted to join, so click to join, and then you'll get a message probably from the person that runs the page asking a few questions just to double check about your multiple sclerosis condition, and then you get accepted to join the group and just watch all the toings and froings. I put up a positive thing on there just saying about my 2 days of Lemtrada so far and the experience I'm having at Southampton Hospital in particular as an outpatient. So the rash, I was thinking, when am I going to get this rash? I want to prove that something is happening inside my body so that I can see something on the outside as proof. I think I'm getting it, yay! I felt a little bit hot and flush this morning, but I woke up with flushed cheeks, thought, well, that's to be expected. That's not the end of the world. But then I've started to feel itchy as the day has gone on. I'm still rosy here, but not horrendously, to be honest. I've looked rosier than that in my life before. But I've got a little bit itchy in different places, around ears, the head, face really. I felt quite itchy, but my first rash has appeared. I've got 1 spot on my arm, and then I've got a few bits on my legs, on the front and backs of my legs. So yeah, I am pleased because now I know that something proper is going on inside, because I honestly thought I was going to feel so much worse than I do. I was thinking, oh, I don't know if this is working, if anything's really going in. I think it is, because I've now got outside proof. What they've given me to take home today, because I left yesterday at 5:15, today I left at 4 o'clock, which is lovely. They've given me the equivalent of Piriton. It's called something different, a bit more scientific, but it is Piriton. and I can take that once 3 times a day, an oral tablet. So I've also taken that home, as well as the viral one for the cold sores, as well as more paracetamol. So yeah, they're pretty good on making sure you've got what you need. I said, will the rash get worse? And they said, well, probably, if you've got one. Will it be itchy? And they said, probably. One of the nurses said, well, talking to her patients in the past, she's been recommended 3 different things. Some patients like to wash and bathe and lotion up with aloe vera. Some found that E45 was good for them, and I've actually got an E45 wash at home from something else, so I'll probably use that. Or bathing in, is it chamomile? Not chamomile, I can't think what it's called. Begins with C. Oh, that's either my blonde brain, my baby brain, or MS for you. But there's something else that they say is quite good. When you're a kid and you get chicken pox, that basically, if you know what I'm on about. Anyway, so I thought I'd try the E45 because I've got the wash at home anyway. But the tablets they've given me to take home, the Piriton, should hopefully kick in and ease a bit of the wanting to scratch myself. I did write on that Lemtrada Facebook group about rashes and things, and said I hadn't had one yet because I hadn't at the time. And a nice lady got back to me and said, oh, when you do, just try not to scratch it or itch it, because you don't want to, start doing that, get into a bad habit of doing that. So yeah, I will try and refrain from scratching myself. But yeah, all is well really. I feel at some points in the day I'm tired, but I would be with 2 kids at home anyway. At some points I feel maybe my heart's beating a little bit faster, I feel a bit hot and flushed, but seriously nothing to stop me walking around or feeling for concern. I'm going to the toilet as normal. I am drinking lots and lots of water. I experienced a very mild headache yesterday. Kept drinking gallons of water and I was fine. And I think I'm on about 3 litres of water so far today, because I'm really keen on flushing it out, because I've been told, where do your cells go? Or where do you think they go? They come out your body in the most natural way possible, which is you weeing and peeing. So I've been going to the loo quite a lot and drinking lots and lots of water. So all is well. Day 2 Lemtrada done and dusted on the way home, and it's still daylight outside. Woohoo!